Okay. Okay, I think we're good. All right, I think we should be good now. Let's see. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Didn't want to work at first for some reason. But now I want to try and get it set back up on Twitch. Let's see. Okay. Okay, first up is our... Okay, audio seems to be working. Hello, sweetie. Oh, I didn't want to do that. No. Okay. Okay. All right, give me a minute here. Give me a minute. Settings. Give me a minute here, everyone. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna stream right from the console. That's what we'll do. Hold on. Okay, forget all that. We're just gonna stream right from the console. Make this easier for everyone. But let me turn. No, wait. Okay, let's turn that off for a second. Let's do. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I apologize for that. But now we're live on YouTube and Twitch. Kind of sucks that everything kind of... All right, there we go. All right. Hold on. This didn't work either. Hold on. I'm sorry. I have to try and... Because I can't... That's not going to work. Okay. Because for some reason Twitch doesn't want to start. Alright, I have to turn the screen off for a second. So that's why it's like that. Okay. We just might not be streaming on Twitch today because I can't figure this out. Okay. All right, we're just not going to stream on Twitch today because I don't know what's going on. We're just not going to stream on Twitch today. I apologize for the delay. All right, we're just gonna get started because Twitch doesn't want to work today. Yeah.
Yes?
Alright. Alright. So, new day, so we got a lot to do. So the body's gone now. So now we just gotta see what we need to do for today. Well, one is we can open the
Another thing. Great. Yes.
that bridge. Then we have to find this Joyce's husband, I think, right?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Pretty sure that's the one thing we need to do. So, alright, I don't think she has nothing else to tell us. Have we talked to these guys yet?
You look like shit.
No, I don't think so.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Wow, you seem stable and in control. Allow me to say, alcohol really seems to have had a positive effect on you.
You said we look like shit. How do you think we're gonna react?
Now, what do you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar, but different face. He might be wearing a disguise.
Called our station.
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style.
So I guess we know who this guy is.
Glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
No, I don't know you.
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life. To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
Oh, I think we're 57th, right?
I think even in this fictional reality, the 57th would still be my station.
Oh, he's the 57th? Oh,
My condolences.
what are we?
Go ahead.
47th?
Have another guess.
Oh, we're 41st.
Okay,
Yeah, we're
okay.
41st.
That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
Okay.
Somewhere good.
Hypothetical station 24 you mentioned.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine. Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
This guy's our partner. You seem a little bit drag, no offense, but I can do better. You seem like a cool guy. No partner. Partners in crime.
None taken, my friend. None taken. Let's be honest. There's been some purely fictional talk in our imaginary station in regards of who'd even be worthy of your partnership. And the conclusion is that a man with your caliber
Would I be
should
worthy
form
of
his
our
own
partnership?
one policing unit. Anyone else was just
There's some super
no
cop
good.
over here. Do you have a crime
Oh
to solve?
no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
Okay.
This isn't helping.
What a mean description. Horse-faced woman.
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang. Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius.
Son of love.
I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I say, it's just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's
That
trying
sounds like
to
us, though.
protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man. Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you
I
saw
got some questions for you.
a gram of compassion in that sadness.
Yeah, like, who are you? That's my question.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? Yeah, sort of. Okay, I get the reference. Like after he got run over or something. No.
I would want to say, like, why is he such a dick to us, but maybe we used to be a dick to him. He says, why not?
Because it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this
And
damage?
maybe you want to hear me say things.
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your
His
head.
investigation turns out he was shot and hung. A man is hanged. I don't think I want this guy to know. You shouldn't know all of our secrets, I don't think.
So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah,
Not yet.
I can see that. I don't know. Why are you?
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. Custom even? Strange. Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow, bouncing those ideas off the man with sunglasses felt calming. Like you've done it before.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Watch out for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Oh, wait. This guy he was at the station, right?
Oh really? I wonder where.
Oh, okay.
That's the where you remember me from? You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Well, damn. Can we talk to her?
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I guess it's kind of weird. No, the whole interaction's totally normal. Frankly, I'm way past caring or wondering. I mean, kinda. What's her deal?
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform.
Wouldn't say she
whispers
has a
notices
horse
you.
face. She's, you know,
I would
looks like a
really
normal,
prefer not to
regular
talk to
woman.
you right now.
Kind of fucked up.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Okay, hold on. You're a patrol officer of the RCM. Is everything all right? Why don't you even want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? Not to a lot of people.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
Doesn't sound like it.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What precinct are you
What
from?
precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Are you with
Of course
him?
I'm with him. Why do you ask?
You're an asshole. You know what? Maybe you're with both assholes.
Please,
Maybe.
let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
You and me. Are we not from the same police
God
station?
damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
I guess not. So I think we just missed talking to them yesterday. I think I just totally missed talking to them. Alright, them we can't talk to yet. I think we have to call in the car for something. Let me see. Do we actually have to? Passage. Aspect tattoos. Call Alice back in a day for inform the armor. Okay, that's what we need to call for. And then we have to visit this guy after. I think that's 9, right? Dr. Titus, Tower Authority. Report back to Joyce. Okay. I think we have to
All around
call
you,
the squad car
rain
in.
falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I
Grey
see?
sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. Humid, your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
What's in the west? What's in the east?
Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Ghosts.
The skyscrapers
Or
of
the
La
ghosts.
Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Let go of the feeling, will I?
Your hair sticks to your forehead, cold and wet. The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there? No,
Will
you
I?
are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez every day.
What's down the
Urban
shore?
coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water. Coal City, end of all lines.
Run your fingers through your dampened hair. Don't we have the hat on?
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth to stop shuddering.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
And beyond that,
La Drusienne, King Dri's passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms, cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary. Couron, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain. A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide.
Okay.
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. The lingering odor of decomposition mixes with that of damp soil. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
I'm just forgetting an overview of the whole world, huh? Where'd the hood? What the fuck?
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink. Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
This rain will not let up anytime soon.
That was
At least we are
interesting.
dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
Hold on a second. Didn't get the YouTube notification either. I don't know why. This, yeah, this was a little messy, to be honest. I didn't, I wasn't able to do a test stream, and, yeah. And I still can't connect to Twitch for some reason.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox,
All right,
and the
so-
soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
We have to call about the suit of armor.
How may I assist you? Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Boobies on Twitch? Not anymore. They rebuked that already.
The most recently registered
They
firm
turned that back
the ICP
already.
has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinel, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
A suit of armor.
Every time she says ICP, I think the Insane Clown Posse.
particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Have been custom fit to wear. There must be a record of the person who issued. First, the firm continued to work from the companies.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
This is a fun challenge for her. An opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
If it's in the case.
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then.
So we have to go back tomorrow again.
In the cabin, you see a...
Damn. everything's do it tomorrow. So I guess let's go talk to Joyce. There was more stuff I wanted to look at in the down in the room, like in the bookstore. There was more stuff there.
God damn it. Pull yourself together, René. What do you want?
Your guard booth.
The Debardiers Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
I'm seeing something on the night of the murder. Booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Why are you on leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm
It's
fine.
good. You mean a doctor, I guess?
Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just go to
It's practically wheezing already.
It's his heart.
You're working your shift at night.
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
We found like a shot
The
put thing, so I
possibility
guess we can.
of someone being
see if we can
there
play
is
again.
enough to discourage any ill-minded...
Last time, like, we fell on our face.
Evrard
Okay.
created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Men see, only we come in further. Renee is one. We need a program. Lead back in the job market. Renee should rent out of services.
Yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
You're there.
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private...
That's true. It is none of our
affairs with
concern,
the
but
RCA.
she definitely was someone.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes. Like I said, I would be up anyway, so might as well...
Oh,
keep
still,
an eye out.
that's still pretty low.
Keeps my senses sharp.
His job situation.
Still,
Ah.
all you see is an old soldier refusing to replace his uniform with a civilian attire.
Anything else I can assist you with?
Wait, maybe we have to equip it? Oh, I guess not. I guess we can only sell it? This guy has got more to say?
Really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Jesus. An asshole.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day? Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol. Maybe the entire world.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
I don't think he was defiling anything. We both know her. That was between you two. I kind of want to learn about her.
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4. She
Okay.
was René's first girl back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy.
And then you stole her from me.
Oh, some love triangle here.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
Oh.
We were just boys then. This was different. You... No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company. Officer.
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage, peaceful. René and I were both by her bedside when she...
Died.
Died. No use sugar.
Took words out of my mouth.
Won't bring her back. Will it now?
departed. Until the very end she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met. She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married.
That's a bit odd.
Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
Something. Oh, whoops.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns away.
Oh, looks like they were
course,
gonna
officer.
have some more out.
Memories are all we have left.
Do you know anything about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
You know absolutely nothing.
Officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish
I thought we were gonna
could,
get to play
but
Shock
I
again.
just
I guess
don't know
not.
anything. I always keep
little
my
disappointing.
nose clean and...
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
So like, you know, holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back.
Oh, I was having a heart
His mouth
attack for a
is so
second.
full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Jesus.
Can I at least finish my fucking
Renee's like a
sentence
grown-up
before
Kuno.
you piss on it? Is that okay, Renee? I'm not anyone impotent in the Union. I just know Evrard.
Are you a union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
You're an actual member.
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and Renee's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a VII. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
That's all for
No,
now.
thank you. For being consummate professionals.
What are the rules of this game?
The goal is to throw your bull
Oh,
as
see, I
close
think
to the
we'll hold
cochonnet
again.
as you can. That's the cochonnet. Well, first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it. You get to throw the cochonnet. Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted.
Also, you can tell me.
I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your time with trivial details, officer. You'll put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure
more like
of that,
15.
officer.
Okay.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
I blame a man for just want to have fun. I think there's something down that air vent. We also need to somehow make $20 so we can stay in the Whirling and Rags tonight. Alright, let's go talk to Joyce with our man Kim at our side now, because I don't think we really could talk to her before.
You're
All right.
back. Good. What can I help you with?
That's a good question. Everett again.
Until you come up with something at that intersection.
She simply nods. She's not even asking you anything.
Okay.
It's so easy to just say.
He asked me to open a door. He asked me to deliver an envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
To a nameless settlement down the coast nearby. Nowhere. Let's change the topic. That sounds like a Fallout 4 reference. That one dude.
Yes.
What was his name? Preston. He used to send you on all his missions. Send you like go help this settlement.
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange. Why does she want to go there?
You must build a youth center.
A youth centre with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
Must build quite Faunusville.
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders.
Some is in need of your help. I'll mark it on your map. That is exactly what you used to
Probably
say.
dead by now.
It's like because after a
His shack
while,
is
I think the
long
settlement just became like the
But it matters.
only thing left you
These
could do.
buildings are
It was just like
all carbon
randomly
copies of one
generated
another.
when you were done with like all the actual side missions.
Yes, I was slumming it with some girls.
I was actually
friends of
thinking
mine.
the other day
We had
because like
boats and
I've always said I'm not a huge
don't hold it
fan of
against
like
me.
Bethesda games
My
like
parents
Fallout
certainly
or
did not.
Skyrim. But I actually think it'd be fun to stream if we did like specialized playthroughs or something like that. Like I was thinking
this was
on
the only
stream
place
if we
we
played
visited. Me and my
Skyrim, it'd be fun if we did
girlfriend
like a
always thought
vampire or a
about
werewolf
shiny
run or
boats,
something like that.
like
Just something to
these.
change it up. I was like, I mean, that could be something.
We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in 08.
You said you
Imagine.
can't buy the place.
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
She is more defensive.
Yeah,
about it
exactly.
than
They were like the endless Radiant quests.
full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information?
Not really. He also asked me to open a
referral,
door.
you mean?
No,
take it
I
this
mean like a
was
real
for
door.
Someone in the RCM. Don't answer that. Oh my. A real door.
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
It had to be done. Like information was useful to the
That's
case.
good to hear, Detective.
Did we even
Like,
really
it's
get
rarely
anything
pretty,
useful? I don't
but
think
it
we did.
sounds like you did what you had to do.
Her bartering
Well,
mind
we
can't
know the guy,
fathom
whoever
that
was in
you
that
didn't
house,
ask
might have been the guy messing around with the garbage outside the restaurant or something.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal, and it was not for nothing. I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
Ooh, so why behind the set mercenaries? No one's dead. Everett asked the Union's militant wing to fully cooperate with the investigation. He didn't seem all that worried about the envelope. Oh, he didn't seem at all worried about the whole conflict that's developing.
I wouldn't have taken Everett for a saber rattler. Was he surrounded by Union men he wanted to impress?
No, it was more like he wanted things to get worse. In secret, of course.
Apparently 3 farmers was to take on an underground secret facility with an army of lifelike robots. Yeah, he's planning a nuke right in the middle of it. I think my first playthrough of Fallout 4, I went with the Minutemen ending, and then the second I went with the Institute. I have to say, Institute's a lot more fun. I was going to go with the Brother to Steel, but I think I've only played Fallout 4 all the way through twice. It's fun, but damn is it
There's
long.
always that risk, man. But if I may offer my opinion, he means it.
Maybe been messing with us. Sure he meant it.
I'll think it over, Detective. Thank you for relaying this information to me.
This gave her pause. She's pensive, suddenly. Hard to say about what. Have I underestimated the Union's ferocity? She has to ask herself by now.
Everett asked about the Union's militant wing. I think that's all we'll say for now.
What you've said is quite enough. You've given me a lot to consider, and may have helped me prevent this conflict from escalating. Of course, Detective.
Is there anything else?
You can always drop by later, should something come up. Now, what else can I do for you?
I spoke to the lawyer at the
My
roundabout.
eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect.
Oh, we got another thought thing done, I think. Wait, where are these eyes located exactly?
It doesn't really matter, and I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation.
We found, I mean,
Subject to
there is
confirmation.
an operation, but it's much bigger than I think we can handle.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
I've already heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike, but I need your
I have
testimony.
an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
Momentary
They were
lapse of
sacked
faith.
after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker.
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor. Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me.
So what are we doing if she has her own guys in
They wear
here?
ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience.
Oh, wait a
They
minute, wait a
also
minute.
have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea
Ceramic
how to
armor.
conduct
So wait,
themselves in an
one of
urban
her guys
civilian
is the guy who got
environment.
hung?
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman.
I never understand how that
who
word
separated from his unit.
means
This
colonel.
allows some of the most
Kolonel.
militant union members to
Like what?
subdue him.
How does that combination of letters make the word
He
colonel?
was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants. It's not good. No. My only hope is that
So
we
she's the
provide
one
a
that sent the
single concrete
militants
suspect
in here?
before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
That's what she wants us to pin it on someone who didn't do
They
it.
have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
I can't see it happen. Too many things would have gone wrong first. This is a pretty bleak
Many
scenario.
bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
You said the deceased assaulted a
Well,
woman.
he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
What does the teenagers say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook. His eyebrows.
Why couldn't she just say that she sent in the guy to begin with? Wouldn't that have made our investigation
We
easier?
haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Wait, we haven't? Yes, we
Last
have.
Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the Colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him. That's a good question, officer. I don't have the
No,
slightest
this sounds
idea.
true.
As I said,
He,
it's a
he was
rumor
shot.
about a
He shot
rumor.
himself, I
In
think.
any case, it's what the Colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
You meet
Remember, we found there was a bullet in his head before he was hung. Where are the 2 remaining mercs now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
We'll steer
That's
clear for the
wise.
moment.
Our goal is to avert catastrophe. Besides, you're likely to encounter them sooner or later.
Oh, that's great. How much time do we
Until
have?
The executions start. Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
5 days, not more. Maybe sooner.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him. Lely, his service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one. He was 40. Or 50.
Okay, so she knows
It's
nothing
hard to
really
say which.
concrete.
He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed.
Okay.
This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it, through the injury. That's
Can you
all
tell
I know,
me
I guess.
about
I only met him
Cornell?
once. Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
Down a deep, black well.
They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors. Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands. Countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil. Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Run a background check on the insane
You know
Clint
a lot
posse.
about
I think the
the
FBI has been doing it
ICP
for years, so
in the ICP, man.
I don't think we need to do it.
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCN. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell. I have,
Okay.
and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
What was that about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all
Ooh, that
but
seems like it's
British
gonna be
West.
a big thing at the end of the game.
Since you are sharing, man, this is also the RCN's worst case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
Alright, I think that's everything for
I am
there.
sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask. Of course. Excuse my hesitation.
The Fanatic
before.
by Fred Durst. Isn't that that John Travolta movie?
For about half a minute, in silence.
I think I watched
She wears fingerless gloves.
like a
Her
Ralph the
fingernails
Movie
are cut
Maker
short and fractured,
video on that.
like those of a working woman.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Let's see. Stay quiet is a woman's expression. What do you
Sorry.
think?
I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
You made your family sit through that? You're a...
Close.
Oh my god.
Port cities. This is an
You're an
Oranese
evil
map
person.
of the waterways. A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark...
Although I can't even talk. I made my girlfriend sit through Frankenhooker. Which was probably a better movie than The Fanatic, to be honest.
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they
Dude,
should
what was
die
going on in
abroad.
John Travolta's life where he
This
had to
is a
resort
sort
to
of
being in that?
contraption.
Ah, Frankenhooker was a great movie.
The silver cord, they would call it.
Where is he now?
You just don't like art.
The times have changed.
Travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oranese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
It was revenge for making me watch this terrible Bible movie.
What next?
Really? It wasn't God's Not Dead, is
Then
it?
he
Those
made
movies
his
are
way
fucking
to the
awful.
Betto through what I think must be the Stutz
What's
Canal,
that? This one movie I'm
an
thinking
artificial
of.
channel through the Occident.
I forget who made a video on it. It's like
He sailed to the
it's about
Indic Ocean,
these
first
like
Yosemite's
it's a
islands,
Christian movie
then
about these like Dungeons and Dragons cosplayers, and it makes them
Those
look
are
like
the
they're
two
satanic or
constants.
something.
Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery. of
Actually, wait, that might have been a
Elysuim
JonTron
at
video.
the dawn of the
Now I think about it.
Inter-Easterly age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
If I ever make it like really big on YouTube, I thrive to have JonTron's upload schedule where he doesn't upload for like 6 months and then he'll release like 12 videos in the span of like 2 months. That's my dream.
Understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning. His platoon members.
So his
The other
tattoos
contractors,
is a map
though
of where
I
he's
do
been.
not suggest
I don't know how
you
it
go
helps
and
us.
show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
You wouldn't even know where to start.
It's all for the tattoos.
Is
Thank
there
you for your help.
anything else I can help you with?
I think that's it.
Of course.
Let's see.
Don't tell her you've met Everard right away. This time.
More questions
More
about
lessons
reality.
in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Oh, actually, we can put a skill point into this. We can open that up. Okay, so now we can try this again. Or not? It's not letting us retry it. Okay.
A strange coldness comes
I forgot the
over
name of it.
you
Looked like the
as
budget
you
was
look at
$10.
the world. The waves sway the sloop.
It probably was $10.
It's on the tip of your tongue. A doubt of sorts. Or 6 kilometers
Oh, there we go.
southwest in the Valley of Dogs. Junior officer
There's that
Jack Tilbrook
there's that like
takes
one
aim at
movie
the rabbit
where it's like the Christian version of Saw. It's called like The Pacifier or something like
To his
that.
left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers.
That movie's
"Heard
pretty
plans
trippy.
at Tequila Sunset in Martinez. We always
Oh,
do.
damn.
You're an officer of the RCM. Preciso Mundo. Nothing more nor less than the de
I think we just
facto
knocked out,
law
like, 3
enforcement
tasks
body
there.
Of post-revolutionary Revachol, detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
You said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law. both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are to me is the police, the only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I am here to help.
What's the
Nothing
RCM
more nor
again?
less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia. We are.
Yes,
Already been through this.
that means not de jure. The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out of
So I'm basically a lackey of capital. So I'm basically a thrall of foreign interests. So I'm basically one of the good guys. So I'm basically going to avoid the subject and ask the next question in line of inquiry. I'm one of the good
There's
guys.
nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you. The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue
You know what we should do after this, actually? We should
They will
go
never
talk
forgive
to Sydney again, see if we can get paint.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law
So are we done
enforcement
questioning
authority
our own
in
reality?
Revachol.
I mean,
And
I'm
if
not,
those
but
authorities drink so hard
are
they
we
need
done?
help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
not even Darren Aronofsky can make a good Bible movie. Ooh.
The girl in the old lady rags. Ah, yes. There's something very
I don't know. I
satisfying
mean-
about discussing the fundamental facts of reality.
I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
Isn't the
Black
Ten
Open
Commandments is a
Resistance.
Bible movie, and that
That's
scene is
I
like
know.
one of the best movies ever. So I think you can make a good Bible movie, but the problem is when you try and there's a difference between a Bible movie and a preachy movie, I guess. If a movie is just about the Bible, or like a story in the Bible, it doesn't mean it's going to be bad. But if the movie's going to try and tell me I'm a heathen and I need to repent, then yeah, I'm not that interested. I think there's a difference, honestly. I want to try to go talk to Sydney again because I want to see if we can skill check her and try and get the paint. Let's see.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
I actually haven't seen Noah because it honestly didn't look that interested to me. 3%. Is that bed in the coal room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret.
A coal miner?
I'm
Was
a
she
coal
80
miner.
pounds?
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens.
The Commandments and Last Temptation of Christ were real good. Was Last Temptation, was that the one?
Does
That's like a really
anyone
controversial
in
one,
a
isn't it?
city like this It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does.
Oh wait, that's not the
Like
one.
me.
Temptation of Christ isn't
Right
the one Mel
now,
Gibson
I'm
made,
doing
right?
nothing
Didn't
at
he make
all.
the Passion of the Christ?
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it? What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright. Sad Piggy.
Oh,
I'll give you this one.
we got the armored
I
gloves.
saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time. No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you.
Last Temptation was Scorsese. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, isn't
I
that
have a
like?
weakness for animals.
Doesn't it? Because
It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
they make Jesus like
Or a
lustful
weakness
after
for police
someone.
officers, miss. Thank you either way.
It barely raised us at all.
They do say the painter always paints his own portrait.
Apparently, there's a riot at one of the theaters playing it. I'm not surprised.
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you, Piggo.
Dance.
You're a real sad sat. You know that? Go ahead then. Art it up. Just try not to hurt yourself. But I'm all out of fuel oil.
You know what you should be able to find in your government-issued vehicle? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil.
Oh, okay. I'm saying for even if children are painting with fuel oil.
That beautiful wall deserves
I
nothing
think you
less.
can lend me some of your fuel oil.
My fuel oil is for my kinema. Use your own fuel if you are unable to contain your artistic impulses, but please, leave my kinema out of it.
He's not gonna let us use. Oh, Kim, come on. Is there anything up here? I guess not. Wait, what's through this? Oh wait, is this Sydney's house? What's through this door? Oh, this is just Sydney's house. We have the paintbrush, but you don't have any paint. Okay. Now we have to. Oh wait, I'm going the long way. Could you go through here, right? Yeah, exit. So we also have to open that waterway, or that like water bridge or something, whatever it's called, to get to the other side of the map, I think. But before we do that, got another brush. This is where we got this thing. That we got that in the back of the bookstore. So let's go back there because there was more stuff to interact with. I shouldn't want to end the day and not get the body to Kim's car. Hopefully she didn't close it again. Wait, can we ask her about the back of the
Hello again, sir.
store? Who are these famous people?
Kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those things to you doesn't make you more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Fame sounds delicious. Fame is for vain people have better things to do.
Okay, sir.
Stop calling me sir, I am but a working
No,
man.
sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though.
I get you. I, for example, can't stop making this
That's
face.
a friendly enough face, most of the time.
Wow, she's the only person who's like, that's a halfway compliment.
Crime
Only
fiction
one we've
is
gotten
about
so far.
murders or burglaries or things like that. And the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Why would anyone want to read about crime?
It's
I do.
exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things. And it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is. or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
I'm not your body as important in police work. Anyway, it's your head. It's true.
Yes.
Not head, child. Heads.
People out there and you have to get your heads. Sometimes you gotta be the killer to catch the
Isn't
killer.
that very dangerous? Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Okay, I'm going to do something now.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
Oh, we should have done this
She knows
earlier.
where this is
I'm
going.
worried. I'm here to help. Can you show them to me? Actually, I'd rather not do anything. You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help.
She
Something
looks
weird going
around
on?
Anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
Heard me, hands up.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to go something worse. I thought it was going to be like some abuse thing or something. Alright. There are a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
To do something about me.
You're quite sober.
Right now.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
I'm usually not.
Because you usually aren't. I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow. There's something you're missing.
Why does this feel familiar?
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar?
I didn't get it that time.
You must have forgotten something you heard again.
Oh, Dead Space is so fun. Wait, are you playing the OG Dead Space or the remake? Both are really good. Is she gonna tell us about the door now? I wonder. Let's talk to her.
Broke down. The back door.
Dead Space is in my top 5.
The door. It's all gone now.
It's so
Dark
good.
Psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
It's a shame that, honestly, I feel like Dead Space 2 and 3 weren't able to capture the how good the first one was. Extreme measures.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
We felt that there was like
Detective.
OG Dead Space. I prefer it more than the remake, honestly. Yeah, it's so good. Like the gameplay, the gameplay loop there is so fun. Dead Space, I don't use any other weapon rather than the regular like cutter. That's my favorite weapon out of any game. Like my favorite shit to do is like cut off one of the necromorphs' hands and stuff, or like their arms, then shoot it back at them. You're like telekinesis. It's so fun. So I didn't know about the curse, but I thought the curse wasn't real.
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
Oh, I was gonna do that anyway, so we just got a task for it.
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
I didn't see her, but I sensed her presence. Oh, she's talking about the old woman on the radio?
You did? Then it has to be true. I've suspected that this woman-shaped energy must be connected to the curse ever since I first
No, she's
saw
talking about the old woman from the radio we were
inside
talking to.
the chimney.
Chimneys aren't big enough for anyone to live there. Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course, it all makes sense now.
No, This chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies.
All the pressure has made Annette really anxious. You know, she's been chewing her nails. Yeah, you ever pulsed out like a soldier.
About the curse. God, I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
Part of hers, too.
Bigger parts of some people. Do I,
She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. This
Cat's
is a
trying to get
person
up on the
coming to
table now.
terms with a new reality, one where they are wrong. It's not easy.
Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite
Honestly, I'd
you
love to play
inside
Dead
and
Space on the
apologise.
channel,
She
actually.
must be freezing out there. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All
There's actually I mean, I don't know if what you're playing on, but there's like an achievement and trophy if you only use the plasma cutter or whatever the first gun's called. If you only use that throughout the whole game.
My mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that.
I mean, there are other good weapons too. I like the one where it holds out like the buzz saw. It shoots it out. That one's pretty fun too. But like, there's other weapons like the flamethrower and like the machine gun are kind of useless in my opinion.
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter.
Husband's also
Soon
involved
we'll
with the
both be
bookstore.
off for Grand Couronne. He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner.
Is she an
Yes,
only child?
I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
Of course, yes, the economy.
Exactly.
She told me she doesn't go to school
She's
anymore.
been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course.
You know what's actually, as much as people shit on it, I think Dead Space 3 is kind of fun. Dead Space 2 I just don't like very much. But Dead Space 3 is okay.
And hell freezes over.
Yeah, the machine gun's useless, I'm telling you. It's not good. It's a worse weapon there.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Why does this curse manifest itself?
The
How does it
curse
manifest itself?
Is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Fuse, what does that mean? Tenants have experienced financial troubles. Swings on more paranatural.
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy. And their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
I feel wanted to. What does it mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay
Why
in
didn't you
this
just tell
store
me
too
away
long.
that it's the
It may
curse?
be dangerous.
Well, I probably think she's crazy.
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Who's that help for
Yes,
anyone?
I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough. Oh, this! No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
I think I've bought 3 books so far, so I guess it's working.
I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Doesn't seem like the spell is working. There are no customers.
Honestly, it's a scam. You can do nothing more.
Sir, I am well educated in the commercial and esoteric arts. I know what to do and what to avoid.
Maybe you should try to reconceptualize your business. Marnay is in the best place for a bookshop. Friendlier.
My voice is trained to perfection by true sales professionals, good sir. I paid good money for those courses.
I don't know about that.
So much money, even. Perhaps I should have bought some wards instead.
The back door. Are they Siamese as well?
The Simonese are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
The woman looks aloof. Her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's
Oh, so she's sitting at the chair right there. Oh, so we gotta take the daughter in. Oh, that's good, at least. That's good.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter.
Math,
What are you doing now?
It's really difficult.
Oh, I remember.
Like, really.
I can relate to her. I got sick one time, and I was out of school for like 3 months. When I got back, I had so much work to fill in. Oh my god.
I found something while you
It was
were away.
hell. It was hell.
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for helping out. Not
A
me.
fedora?
The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
It's a fedora?
Yes, just like the one Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with that. Right, I have to get back to my homework now. Before Mum notices. Man,
Helped
this
her.
is hard.
Let's try this again.
You have absolutely
I still didn't get it.
idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard. Again.
I think we have a skill point. Wait, put it into what?
Hi, Ace Detective.
Suggestion.
Are you here for more books?
No. Well, let's put our snazzy new fedora on. Jesus, we are rough looking. We are rough looking. You know what? I think we need a better coat. That's a thing. Let's see. Okay. Then let's put. Okay, we're starting to come together. There we go. We don't look so bad now. There we go. That's something. Isaac's suit's the coolest thing ever, but his face sends shivers down my spine. Yeah, he looks so different. He's like, if you look in the remake, his face is nothing like it used to be. His face is so different now. It's like a completely different human being.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Because you know each other.
There we
She's
go.
been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
So you know me. We've met
Yes,
before.
I used to stand out there all the time before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, apologizing to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong. Of course,
we're sorry,
you stopped
cop.
by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
What do you mean better? I look like shit.
Yeah,
Hey, we fixed
you
up.
don't have party eyes anymore.
I like the face in the remake, something I've never seen. Yeah, I love Isaac's design too.
Yes.
They changed his suit in the second and third game. I don't like it. I think the first game you got it right.
Children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Good thing she didn't say party eyes loud. Her mother's nearby. Fuck yeah.
Does this mean I've been partying on Friday night? Doesn't know what she's talking about. Forget
Snap
it.
those sequins on you, boy. Oh, baby. That's not what you have to
I'm worried about myself today.
Worry about the important thing.
Why didn't you say you would begin
I
with?
didn't know I had to do that.
Thanks, I learned
I'm glad
myself
I could
today.
help you, sir.
Alright, let's go back in the back and look at a bit more. Find the armored gloves. Ask the little girl in the fishing village. Okay, so I think we can do that today. Search for malignant entity. Alright, so that's what we're going to do right now. Get 2 agent signatures. Private. We feel safe enough to sleep. Oh. Okay. Alright, so let's go back here and try and see what we can learn about this entity. What was that noise? That was creepy. It's like weird ringing. Okay. Should we try lifting this? Let's see. What's gonna happen?
Barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
I think we're gonna hurt ourselves. Yep. I knew that was gonna happen, but I figured might as well try. People said I should always pick the weird option in this game.
Slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form. See? See? This place is cursed.
Oh, I should get more cigarettes too.
Maybe it wasn't such a good idea.
Seems like I'm out of shape. I mean, my palms are just slippery. Much paired.
Wearing gloves would definitely make it easier.
Oh, well. I just took my gloves off too. Oh, we can't even do it. We want to anyway. Alright, so let's go through here. Oh, you got something to say?
It's dark. And the flashlight works.
Oh, yeah. Fair point.
Now let's get to it.
I forgot about that.
Are inaccessible without.
Alright. So, tools, flashlight, there we go. Okay, now we can go through here. So, let's see. There's skis.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look. The skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
What a strange imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad.
Reality is ruthless.
So, this little box thing here, we know we can talk to a woman here. What's this thing? Developer is the most advanced RPG in the universe. Because the developers talking about themselves.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been...
So we respect the drawings, respect the photos.
Depicts barren, icy landscapes.
So we have to figure out, we have to try and figure out the entity in here.
And glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine. A much-needed respite from our own world.
I'd rather the eggnog than
A
morphine. I love
postcard
eggnog.
reads, the heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal
I love
energy
eggnog.
engulfs
Especially like a little
the
brandy
world
or something.
As Wirral becomes untethered
Nothing better.
from the sun, drifting through the universe. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. As time goes on, the
Guess we got a lot of stuff to look at here.
grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Oops.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, see the prod schedule filament for details. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: call in, tune out, Wirral untethered, and heat death of the universe. The full text reads, heat death of the universe is the new black. Another note says, the biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
So they're developing some kind of game down here, I guess. Alright, so there's this thing. What's down here?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. The whole
Some
thing
H.P. Lovecraft thing
ancient
here.
Mosaic tiles.
Oh, I know what
Very
cave tiles are supposed to
eccentric.
look like.
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
What am I
Radio
looking at?
frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic. Unclear. It looks like
Anything
a
medical?
cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations.
Game Master.
All lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
There's a game that
Whoever
who's
decides
playing.
to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
Those are some names. Jesus.
Left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
Is this supposed to be like the developer studio?
It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
I don't think there's any, I don't think there's really any entity down here.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Cover. Failed business. The only question is why the hell were they making?
Yes, that is the question.
This looks like they were making a game.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness.
What a crazy thing.
As a compliment.
Has anyone ever done this before? What do you think happened to the
No
company?
idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
How are they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
Oh, so this is just some early Dungeons
Then
and
there's the
Dragons
Game
here.
Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
I've never done this
Not
before.
to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interinsulary game before. We just don't have the technology.
Role-playing
Indeed,
game.
Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We Were board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real.
It definitely seems like the developers sort of insert themselves here.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
The curse got them. Most lonely. This would keep you company. More money so we can finish it.
yes, especially in here. Okay, let's keep moving.
Wait, actually, can we add another thing here? Oh, we can. Let's do unlock. Let's do. I think we need to do this one, right? Yeah, I think this can let us talk to the big dude up top. Okay. Alright, there's some more stuff to look at down here. Because I didn't even look at any of this. Oh, that's good. Alright, let's look in the chimney.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Smear your hands with coal. Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here.
So is this where she's saying the ghost is?
Chatter is coming from above. A voice or several voices talking.
It's funny how she's saying, talking about the curse. Little does she know we brought in a whole dead body here.
So prominent. It's impossible.
So I guess in a way
to
she's
decide
right.
What the voices are saying, or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
Sure can.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Hello into the furnace. Maybe it's the living entity. Hands.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
what the hell?
You've awakened the entity.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please.
I wasn't expecting that.
There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Oh.
You hear a low rumble upstairs.
So there's someone upstairs.
The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you.
That's funny. The hell? Okay, so what else is down here? Oh, there's a lot of shit down here. Oh my god. There's a lot of stuff down here. Holy crap. Are these stairs? Oh, it goes through here. Okay. We still need to talk to that call box thing, I think. Mesh tank top.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to some kind of a buzzing fridge-like thing nearby.
Let's leave that for now. Frozen ice cream maker. Some more money. Let's see. Flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Oh, okay. Someone has snuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
There's a hole in the wall.
Yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting.
This is interesting.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Oh.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable.
Oh, I guess we got a gun now.
But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock in better cosmetic order than the others.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Could the murder weapon we're looking for be similar?
For that, we would have to take a closer look at the bullet you found, officer. I wouldn't read too much into this yet. What we have discovered here is an inoperable anti.
Oh, I thought maybe we'd found a gun we can use. That's weird. So... I guess it's just a rifle. We can sell it. Alright. Let's go back out this way. This is like one of the things that's plugged into. Let's see. I guess that's all the things here. I guess the only thing left is we can unplug the stuff and see what happens. Oh.
Yes.
That's over here.
2 cables are plugged. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
Unplug the black
Something
one.
close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
I don't know why I unplugged it. I did things for any reason.
Raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Plug in red cable.
Somewhere,
Plug
a
in.
machine.
Alright, there, happy? Alright, let's go back this way. So, let's go out, and I guess we go up here maybe, and we can talk to whoever's on the top floor, maybe? Oh wait, let's do this first. Put the box back in here.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Press
Nothing
play again.
happens.
Insert the production
Like a smooth
schedule.
draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's
Yeah, so we were able to
magnetic
talk to this
driver.
old woman, but I
An
don't know.
old lady
Oh, she must have been
talks.
part of this
Her voice
game.
Sounds 100 years old.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East in...
Maybe, so I'm guessing she was part of the game, maybe?
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good. Please repeat the password.
Just please. Here's my
No.
birthday. Password, I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect...
Oh, so I guess we need to find some kind of password.
Fortress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password? Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up.
Alright, so I guess that's telling us that we'll do this later.
Is there anything else?
That's all for now.
And goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Alright, let's go see who was upstairs. Let's go see. Wait. Where are we now? This is a whole different place. Wait, this is like a whole different... We haven't been up here. Oh, this is who the chimney girl must have been. Spencer. Hello.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of dye are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along.
Yeah, is this the girl we...
Masquerade.
Oh, I get the... Yeah, I heard this thing here must lead to the chimney.
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
You must have been confused somewhere else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind? Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can.
Why are you
be quite
asking me about
interesting.
dice?
I was so absorbed. I must have missed you knocking. I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing
Yes.
games? You know the one made
Yeah,
by
I'm not really
Fortress
sure why I'm
Accident.
here, honestly.
Doesn't
No,
that
I'm looking
count?
for something mysterious. Sure, I'd like role-playing game. I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per
Ooh.
set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about a dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
And took your eyes off work, just look out your window. And work Sunday
It's
nights.
an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I mean by daily ruckus.
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids, and lately I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her. She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway? What is this
We're
place?
inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But
So
when
she is
I
in the
arrived
chimney.
here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney.
I
You
think
should
she
ask
is the
her about
entity.
curse.
Creative.
Did you know? Or should I read
I've
it?
heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Because this place is warning with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
The curse is just buying time before it strikes again. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't come up yet. Here must negate.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Lane doesn't really look cursed.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice.
It's because
to
you're the source of
role-playing
it,
enthusiasts.
malignant energy.
Not exactly
Because you're
a million
competent
real
in your
business
craft.
idea, yet somehow I've
About it,
survived
it doesn't just
despite the
kind
talk of malicious
to admit there
energies.
makes sense
Strange,
in the so-called
isn't it?
cursed.
I
Yeah,
was
I'd say
just
so.
about to ask.
I thought maybe she was like she's the one making the noise,
Do
and
you think the curse is
bookstore
real?
lady didn't know.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces
I
of
think
the
it's
universe are
still
supporting you
might
in
be
this
you that's
psychic
causing
quest.
this. Yeah, I think it's her that's doing it.
So I'm the grand dragon in the cave. Might I ask what supports this claim?
explanations, just middle visions.
Oh my, I've revealed myself. You better call the exorcists.
One.
Of course. How convenient. Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, then let me know.
Plaisance needs to hear about this. Perhaps if you combine your psychic energies, you will make sense of the situation.
Do you know what happened to other tenants? Everyone else is
More or
gone.
less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them.
Oh,
spring to
Jesus.
mind.
God. So many. Oh, I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
Really? This has been... So this is the game studio,
But
I'm
when the
guessing.
money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard.
It's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked
Scratch
great.
that.
You're right. They should have
Showing
tried
up to
harder.
work at all is difficult, especially.
That's true.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die. The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
Was rotor blade, the skis. I found the intercom, but it's not working. The gym, I'm gonna.
Good.
I don't really know all that stuff.
Things a bit.
How,
What else?
How'd you become a
How
dice
did I
maker?
become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
That's true. I was gonna want to place like fucking Magic the Gathering. Some of those cards cost thousands of dollars. I have to order a pair of dice from you.
Tell me what you have in mind.
Tell me about your most extraordinary. I'm sorry, I don't actually know what I want. I just want a normal die for me, please. Very regular. I'm looking for someone to help me with my work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
Police colors.
Police officer, right?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
Totally overthinking this. Oh, come on, catch the dice.
You overthink it. Your hands can't agree what to do, and the 2 dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions, like pearls from a broken
Oh, that's her fault for throwing
The
it.
blue one disappears down the pit in the center of the room.
Ah, down the drain, like your career. I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary.
Pick up the red
That
die.
one is made of bloodstone with a lapis
Oh,
lazuli
we still got one
inlay.
die.
The other one was the inverse. They were a set, you see, but now the set is broken. It's a shame. They might have brought you luck. You'll definitely need luck in Martinez.
Can we find it in the... Might be able to find it in the chimney, maybe.
Now, was there anything else? Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Oh, we're gonna actually get other ones. There are any
What
cursed
do you
dice?
mean by cursed?
As in, as cursed as my life.
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die. Maybe you have some other ideas for that.
Actually,
No
more to
need
think
to
about it.
rush. Take a look around, see if anything
Alright, let's see.
inspires you.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Start turning off for clothes. You need to connect.
She
Leave it
has
at that.
begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief.
Alright, let's go see if we can find our die in the chimney. Which white checks have open? Wait, look at the map tab in the journal. What checks have opened? Oh, so did that open all our white checks? Oh, maybe it did. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. The floorboards creak. Okay, that was cool. We found that. But let's see if we can find the die in the chimney. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know. It's worth a shot. Let's look.
A thick layer of coal dust
I'm sorry.
covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Maybe it's an entity.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected, but malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like
Obviously.
an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only
Smear your hands with coal.
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Gra, pulsing
Your
through
cheeks
you.
black with coal.
All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
No, I think we'll pass on that.
How grown up. The furnace agrees. The lieutenant seems relieved as well.
Like how you just knew we were gonna do something like that. Kick it with your
A
foot.
hollow ring goes through the
Oh,
furnace.
I should have known that was gonna happen. I should have known that was gonna happen. Damn. Might get another healing item soon. So I guess we go this way. Yeah, this way back to the bookstore. Alright. We can take the flashlight off. Our snazzy white coat. There we go. I look like a gentleman.
What have you found?
I talked to Entity. She told me her name is Nasha. She's an novelty dice maker.
In them. A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
This one like
I
you.
don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
There is no curse.
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire. You've come this far. You know how
There are
to
no
end
curses
it.
because there are too many
There is
inconsistencies.
an entity behind the entity.
The source is an attack or shop game involved in dark arts. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There is not any more malignant than the strings. There is no curse because there's too many inconsistencies.
Too many inconsistencies.
There's no
What
curse
kind of
because you're
talk is
crazy.
that?
Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
As I said, she's a novelty dice maker.
I am not doing as well as it looks like I am.
Dice maker.
I only have my Simonese wards to thank for the protection they provide. Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse. I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, Detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
Wow.
Oh, she's mad.
Total psychic collapse between you two right now. There was never any other way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind.
No, that's what people get.
I'm sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
So, let's see. Alright, the other thing we need to do is, we need to open that sea gate, right? Which I think is... So I think the red sided die actually gave us... Wait, can we try and get oil from this thing?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers.
This is Precinct 57.
Oh, whoops.
How may I assist you?
No.
57.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
Tap on the
a radio
fuel
on the
preheater
hook,
gauge.
a pull-out toolbox, and the soft
Maybe we can do the
plug of
painting.
fuel preheater gauge. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights.
No, I guess not. Alright. This guy anything else to say?
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
There's going to be an investigation.
It's that bad. Man.
No need for you to do anything. Don't worry. The police look
What
into
should I
it.
do to help her? Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
What's the plan with those rhymes
Oh, you know,
anyway?
Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats.
This guy's got the
I've got a lot of free
tattoos,
time
too.
on the road to hone my craft.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Why is Tommy Lee home? I had another question for you.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Ooh, let's see. Didn't force him out, Lady Driver. He's a poet. Hit him with your best verse.
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner.
You're gonna hit him with some poetry. A mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray.
Whoa. What else?
It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
Where graspingly you partake of a shifting identity, never your own.
Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
Did you?
I don't know. I think that I'm even an actual poet. I've learned it by my heart. I'm just a vessel for a muse. I think the words are mine now.
No matter. Great verse is like that sometimes. Ephemeral. You might not look it. Seems you have some literary chops. Maybe there's hope for me yet. Just messing with you. It's cool. You're an okay guy. For a cop.
For a
They're more
cop.
often in the fists than rhymes, see. Let alone honesty in verse.
In a small office behind the old military hospital.
I'm doing what I
hunched
can to
over
rip out
the green
people.
glow of his
No
desk
joke,
light,
man.
Officer Hans Blau browses through a test print of his Futurist magazine. It's called The Futurist. The typeface on the header is too small.
I'm doing what I can to rip
Well,
out people.
you've given me some hope, I guess.
There we go. Got
You
some
found common
poetry.
ground
We
with
got
this
it.
man. Even impressed him.
What do you see in his
Next
eyes?
time you look in there, ease into it.
Ah.
Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
You look sad. What's going
You
on with
really
you?
are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
Oh, you're just friends, man. What happened?
Full-on direct approach wasn't correct.
Alright. Oh, so that's opened up again. Let's see. Physical. So we can try challenging him. So we can basically do all our skill checks again. I think we have one with Kuno, don't we? Let's see. Could try talking to the
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't
Oh no,
give
it's
a
locked.
fuck about anything. Kuno does.
We could try pressing the Titus again, but maybe not. Well, another thing we should do, let's go buy some more healing items. I don't have much money though. Alright, we'll hold off on the healing items for now. Let's go talk to... Is there another skill check we want to retry? Let's see. Let's go talk to this dude. Well, we have this. We have the advanced race theory on. Which I think is going to help us talk to the guy. Let's see what he says now.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Classification
There
again.
is nothing funky. I
Oh no, we already did this. Alright. So, I think... I don't think I can do anything there yet. Alright, let's go see if we can open the water bridge. So we can get to the other side of the town. Or I think we can finish some stuff. It's so loud over here. No, I can't really buy anything yet. I guess I can. I'm probably going to sell something anyway just to get enough money for another stay tomorrow. Where am I? What was I doing? I just forgot. Oh, we were going to go try and open the sea bridge thing. Which is, let's go talk to Sydney first. I want to see if her skill check opened again. Yeah, we have to go do that. I'm trying to remember where it is. See if we can talk to her again.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
No, nothing. Okay. Alright, so I think I remember where it is. Okay, it's like over here. It's down this way. I think we can also find Joyce's husband on the other side as well. We'll see. Maybe we should have a cigarette in our hands. It's lit, we're not even smoking it. Let's see. I forgot about this guy. I haven't really been on this side of the map very much, except for this seller guy over here. Okay, I think we go down this way. Yeah, it's right here. Wait, what's this door here? Oh, it's the pawn shop, dude. See, I'm afraid to sell anything, because I feel like... Well, okay, I guess interactables are here. Oh, should we look at the fractured bullet again, actually?
It's still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM
Kim, take a look at
stamp.
this. It's a jacketed bullet close by nose
A
and diameter.
jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those.
I forgot we had to look
typically
at that
found on the
again.
streets of Martinez. Even the RCM uses ordinary injected conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
Oh wait, yeah, the rifle we found. Let's smoke the cigarette.
A rifle. Revolutionary.
There we go.
Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter.
So I was just lucky
from the
we found
surplus
that.
left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
Make.
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefield.
So is the gun a
in
match?
Indian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you.
Ah,
But that's the
there
only
we
thing
go.
you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber. No.
But it's the same kind of
Zika,
rifle, right?
A major firearm manufacturer ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling. Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries.
So I guess they didn't
a
really
few
give us
lucky
much,
Jamrock
actually.
bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this came
Okay.
from.
And? An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really. I have
Probably
to
a
hand
good
it to
thing.
the monarchs. It's quite admirable that they took the advice of criminologists last century and banned the use of breech loaders in peacetime. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
Makes you consider every shot. I like
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
it. Seems like we're looking for antique enthusiasts. Wow, we're literally in his pawn shop, aren't we?
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself.
Well, in the pawn shop, I'd say we're in a decent place to start. Locate a working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo. Well, know who to ask.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
So, really, investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Oh, I guess not. By the way, any guns? Anybody, militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a
Oh,
couple
we already know
days
that.
back.
Or maybe I guess it's not him.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another.
We already did this.
You said you'd done it before, yeah?
It's almost like he's worried for you. The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the nicknames.
Oh, this is
on
the
display.
drug, isn't it? I don't want that.
Looks like he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care. He won't be your knob, but he won't.
I
be
haven't, but
thrilled
don't worry, I can
about
take
this
it.
either.
I ride. I think I've tried it once and I liked
Here you
it.
go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition.
No.
Straight.
That's not what I want. That's not what I want.
Not so sure about this.
No,
I
yeah, no,
respect your
don't do it.
decision, officer. What else can I help you with?
Have we not looked at these things yet? I guess not. No, not the door. So let's see what we can sell.
Hello. Sure.
So
Let me have a look.
I like to check my pockets. Your pawn menu.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
See, but I don't know. All this is pretty. Can't sell the gun. I like to sell my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Ah.
Another time, perhaps.
See, I'm afraid to sell anything because I'm like, is it going to be useful later? So that's why I don't want to sell anything. Let's see if we can do this. Today is Wednesday. So let's see.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle.
Pull the lever.
You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
There we go.
All right, we can go to the coast now. Expect rugged terrain and drunks. And if you wanted to forge that document for Evrard, now you can.
Okay, before we do this, let's go get some more healing items. We'll try and make the $20 back somehow. But, because we're already kind of low health, so I don't want to waste it. Alright. Let's take one that we have it, and then let's go buy some more. I wonder what happens if you can't pay for a night at the Whirling Inn.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal spray.
Okay.
Buy some of
I
that.
hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel. Okay.
Some of that.
I hope Saint. Okay.
That.
Here. Okay. Here. Okay. Here.
Alright.
I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Alright. So we got that. What's in here?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
I mean, plus endurance is good, but I don't think we need it necessarily. I don't think we need it. Let's go back here. Alright, so now that we have that thing open, let's go through it. Ooh, wait, wrong way. Oh, I should want more cigarettes too. Oh, whatever. Well, we'll do without for now. Radio hums electricity. So this is a whole new area here, right? Let's see. Let's see what we got.
Yes?
Oh. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor lorries. No entry. Okay. This isn't just open for today, right? Like, yours probably open for good, I guess, now. Let's see. Okay, so this is pretty open. Broken down the fence. Seems to be anyone here. Oh, we could forge the document, right? Yeah, right here.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan. in the addendum.
People. Oh, I guess we're not. Okay, I guess we can't do it yet. There must be like a spot we can do it in or something. Yeah, we can do it in this little shack here.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
No, I still can't do it.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing.
Doesn't look
The
like
wind
anyone here.
whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
In this yard?
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
What's a block obscure?
A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
Practically,
So no one lives
it's
here.
not an official term in any way, but look around. No
Maybe they left
sewage,
something useful
broken
behind.
power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house. Yes, for you to pick up as part of the Jamrock Shuffle.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
Another thought already. Birds in the birch tree. Small churn. Oh wait, did we find a song?
There's no way to listen to the tape without a working tape player or portal reel at hand. But even just holding the tape makes you feel a little sad. A pawn shop would have a tape player.
Anything else we should interact with here?
The note is written.
Or look at that.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. The
Zoning
youth
plan.
center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship.
So I guess there must be a specific
Going to
spot
cover
we have to
most,
do this
if
in, I
not
guess.
all, of the street and the square between the existing
What I'm guessing
houses.
here.
It's 3 stories tall. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pyrite.
Still can't forge the signatures on our own, which is weird. Let's see. We're over here already. See what's over this way, I guess. Creaking ahead. Oh. Linked up fuel canister. Hull drained vaults booze. Some more Royale. There's a bunch of Royale everywhere. Looks like paint, though it smells much, much worse. Fuel. Ice cracks a little bit.
A banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water.
How does it even
slowly
get here?
sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
Plaza we're leading to.
It appears to be so.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
What does make this MC?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening. Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Okay, so the engine displacement triumphing over the driver's IQ.
Yes. Crazy recklessness. I'd say it has been here since last Saturday or Sunday. Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great.
Oh, so maybe stuff opens up when the tide lowers.
Inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket. A joyrider.
Seems like there's gonna be a jacket inside.
I feel a strange connection to this joyrider. Maybe he's from some kind of joyriders district and likes blue and white racing livery, like a cop would.
I don't know.
Tide come in.
An hour or two tops.
Sit and swing and wait for the tide to succeed. Oh, I guess we only had to wait.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so.
We don't even look that big.
Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea. The tune on your lips forms a strange, yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher-pitched and slightly more melodic trill. Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and the sunken car. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed.
I realize we're wasting an hour
Looks
of the day
like
doing
this.
this.
Might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Would you rather sit on an anthill? So your dad... So, was your dad also, you know, point to your eyes? Dad also what? I don't know what that means. Thinking it's sweet time.
I believe it's following a pattern set millions of years ago by cosmic forces. But I suppose it could move quicker, yes?
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes.
If you had to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose? Do you think I'll ever find my gun?
God, I hope so.
I've been thinking, if I put time into eating right and exercising, I can resolve into a weapon, then I won't need a gun. I think I'm ever going to find my gun. So big and my gun is so small.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
41 is the ranking hierarchy. Must be Tommy 41. Oh, this looks like the factory made a mistake. Honestly, called this group as 41. Guessing.
But it could also be the number of a police precinct.
Oh.
Precinct 41. Your precinct.
Is that our car?
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you.
Oh my god, it's our car.
No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
Nah.
I'm afraid so, yes. It
That's
looks
our
like you
car,
drove your
oh my
police
God.
motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal.
I think you're not going to take me back for this, are they? Badge my gun and now this. Things were going so well. You're just whistling merrily.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
A fourth thing?
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined.
Yeah, I was in pursuit of one.
Lost forever.
They're not going to take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
Maybe I was in pursuit of someone.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Probably. Try definitely.
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
It'd be funny if our gun wasn't there the whole time.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Advanced race theory. Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
Oh. Alright, well, we have that unlocked now. It's something. Let's go look at the car, I guess. Oh, we do have our badge. Look at that. Look at that. We do have our badge.
Police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
Not our gun, but our badge. Well, it's something.
Something good came out of all this.
Let's study the
Encased
badge.
between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the
man
photo.
Keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge. Good choice. A newer photo would look different. 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a
This is before all our
and is distinctly lacking in
extracurricular
massive
activities.
sideburns. What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
What kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
We'll take it.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate
Rank.
it.
Are we
Catching
lieutenant?
light, you see lines of information.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter. There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's decomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
I thought my rank was drunk. Turn back to
Such a
document.
small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads...
Serial.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose. One that's unfortunately been erased from your memory.
Date of issue.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going. You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure.
Yes, it's
41.
the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is... It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again...
It's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Well, I guess we got something. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's too much else over here. Oh, maybe. Well, no, looks like I'm wrong. The side of the boat has been... Got quick travel. I didn't think there was like a fast travel or anything in this game. Okay, so this is where the people are, it seems. Cinder blocks, charred, a makeshift fire pit with magazines.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Okay. Wait, can we do this yet?
You take the legal documents
Oh,
out of
still,
the envelope.
still can't do it. It's weird. Let's see. Let's see here. Pants? Then Bever was money. White curtains have been drawn. No looking in. Let's see. Some people, a lot of people here. Okay, so I just want to look around all the useless crap first, and then we can talk to some people. Let's see. This is something.
These are some wonderfully regular pens. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular, normal thing. It's funny how even wearing clothes,
These
like, can bring this up.
pens are
It's
like
so weird.
wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this. That's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't.
It's starting to snow. Okay, let's look. Street sign is legal. Let's see. Flower, nothing really grows. Let's see, anything more over here? Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Jesus, this game is bigger than I thought. Royale, take that. That's, I think, the bench, right? We were just at. Yeah, it's just. So is this like the sort of impoverished part of the city?
An easy flow there, an empty street before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps, just silence.
What does smoke smell
Chemically
like?
sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley.
What are the people who live across the
Craters
road?
filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
What are the people who live across the road?
Warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavy with money, but only slightly. A tub warm with water, white with... His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly. Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
We're about the road.
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn. Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you.
Was that our vehicle?
The sea has grown distant. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Alright. Let's see. Wait, there's a window here. Look at the window first. You can't see in the house in this angle. Oh, okay. There's nothing this way. Close, hums an old melody. Her eyes are closed.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts. Oh, welcome, police officer.
Isn't Joyce's husband here somewhere?
We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Well, he said we're cops. We don't want trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
I've been here before.
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right.
I'm
A
an ill
black
omen,
hand
all right.
licking your own heels.
Maybe they are afraid. Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on.
What is in this
What
fishing
brings
village?
you to us?
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
I'm Lieutenant W. Freighter Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
I was asked to get your signature. Let's see.
Eh? What's this about? Come now. I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Wells Hearns Lead
Huh.
Center.
I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Where can I find her?
She's right over there. The dark-haired woman, leaning over the railing. Yes.
I guess we'll talk to her.
You do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
She is not impressed by a cop running errands.
Is there somewhere I
for
can
local
stay around here?
Not at all.
Oh, maybe we can go here if we can't pay for the whirling rags.
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Oh, okay. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Every night he just so I don't die out in the cold.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
Isn't anyone using the
My
room?
kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
I guess so. We don't have to pay for the whirling rags.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
There we
Well,
go. That's
if
something
you are
good.
not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room. Should he? This environment encourages one thing, and one thing only. Drinking.
We can see that. What's further
Not
down the
much.
coast?
There's the abandoned church, the Dolorian Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows.
Yeah, you're leaving stuff out. What's going on? You're leaving something else
Well,
out.
there's that music. Music from across the sea. Huh. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting, even through the night. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Interesting. You could look into this ruckus if you have the time. Perhaps the mysterious music is somehow connected to the case. A Rusalka or a half-demonic Apsara singing.
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run down
Seems like
of
a
houses. And
big difference there.
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara. Of
Yeah, so
note,
note.
the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Got to be more along the coast. Alright, got it.
As I said, it's a peninsula.
What is
There's
in
no
this
one
fishing
there,
village?
Just ghosts and vagrants and teenagers making out. Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist. This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Something here. Who else lives in this village? Is there a way to make money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
I think I found it around here.
On
Found some
carts,
money, yeah.
boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it.
What drunks?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself.
One of them has to be Joyce's
Don't
husband,
have to
right?
look long to find these
Not Joyce, the girl, the woman in the wheelchair. Didn't hear her tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
The pox, what's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened in
The
the hospital?
goodwill ran out.
Alright,
The
there's a
staff
topic left
left
to
and
address.
the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
She nods,
I think this is
rinsing
it.
another piece of cloth.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm actually going to be getting off for today. Good stream, especially on the new channel. Very happy about that. Sorry we couldn't get Twitch up, but I'm going to try doing Streamlabs tomorrow, so hopefully we can get it to work. Yeah, that's all I got. See ya.